here. We're ready to do things. Good morning, everyone. Afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever you would like. Classes are starting stream. Tons of people in chat. Thank you for coming. KB3D is here. I saw Nomad Galaxy, crucial part of the Positron team, which that's what we were doing today. We're going to continue the build of the Positron. I did build some without you. I apologize, but we were never going to get it done if I didn't. So we do have our co-host here. Let's go ahead and get that part of the stream going today.
Bougie coffee time.
Already, Andrew coming in with $10. Thank you, Andrew. Clapping for the addition of co-host.
Hello all. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Mike. Mike Fancy. Hi, Jose.
I bring you into the stream like it's some sort of dramatic thing, like it's something we do.
And introducing.
But then I just realized, well, she's already been chatting with everyone in the chat. I guess you could be like somewhere else on your cell phone or something. Like maybe it's like kind of a mystery if you're going to be here or not.
I suppose.
But not as much as I anticipated until I was thinking about it right then. But anyway, regardless, it's still something we do.
Yep.
So we are going to continue with the build of the Positron. I will catch you up to what I did. We have some things to print. We have some filament to look at. We've got things to talk about. If you see over the co-host's shoulder, we'll talk about that printer over there in that box. All sorts of cool things have happened. Hopefully everyone's doing well. It's been a little while since we've done one of these. I have many projects going on. I'm well saturated with coffee to be able to get all this stuff done. And I pick up carbs where I can. So there's me. So let's move on to filament real quick because I would like to start a print. Now, those of you that are in the Printed Solid Jesse monthly subscription box, you know about Mixtape. If you go to, I have not updated the site yet, but if you go to jessemixtape.com, you can see all the past mixtapes. I only update 4 times a year, but the next update's getting ready to happen. So we've had a couple since. But one that looks really cool that I wanted to try, it's Mixtape 34. And let's just pull it out of the package so you can see the color. But I would like to get a print done in this today because it's pretty excellent. And I believe this is one that Dave did not make. I believe Matt made this one, or at least picked the colors and everything for this.
Pretty.
So it's cool to see that they're spreading that out a little bit to other users. But it's kind of a dark blue sparkle. It's a pretty nice looking filament.
Starry night.
Yeah,
That's
it looks
pretty.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to get a print started in that. So once again, that is number 34. So we'll get that done. And then we'll talk about this box of filament here in a moment. While I'm starting this though, how's your week going, co-host?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Halloween's right around the corner.
It is.
We went to hold on just a second, I'm typing. Yeah, there we go. There we are. Anyway, we went to Halloween Haunt earlier this week, and that's fun. Like our local amusement park, which is called Worlds of Fun, does Scary Time, Halloween Haunt.
Scary Time.
And they got actors running around scaring you, and different sections of the park you have different scary folks. It's kind of fun. We had a good time. We wandered around. We didn't do a whole lot this year because it was very crowded. We went on a really nice night, but I think next year we're gonna go like early October and it won't be so crowded. But we had a nice time anyway. They got little haunted houses that you can walk through, and there's a few rides open. Not all the rides are open, but there's a few rides open. It's pretty cool. So that was fun.
It's something.
Andrew Rogers wants to know, was it mixtape number 2 or number 3 that smelled like cat pee when it printed? I don't recall. Do you?
No. There's a few that are a little pungent.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call them pungent.
Pungent. There you go.
But yes, there's something in one of those additives, one of the colors of the dyes that they use randomly that it will smell really strong.
Yeah.
And I've asked Dave about it before, and he's like, it is what it is." So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, what else happened this week? Not much. Other than that, it's chilly today here. What? Let's see what weather. 60. I got 51 on my 51 and sunny here. So chilly today. 50. Yeah. Chilly today. It was really warm Thursday night, and then a cold front came in. And now we're going to be chilly for the next few days. Starting to feel like October.
Graham Dodd made it to a live stream. Thank you, Graham.
Hi.
John O'Shaughnessy's here.
What's 53 in Celsius, honey? I don't know. I'll
Um,
ask Google here.
16?
I'm going to ask it here. What's 53 in Celsius?
No, it's more like 13.
127 degrees.
No.
That doesn't sound right. Hold on a minute. I asked the wrong question.
They'll be here in the chat before you make it. Mike says 12.
Yeah, 11.6 according to Google.
13.
12.
Yeah, I was close. Anyway.
Sorry, gang. I gotta keep that in mind. Yeah. It's pretty chilly here. 72, Paul the Texan says, with 100% humidity for you guys.
Nice.
Where are you, Paul? I always forget. I think you're in Rockwall or Dallas area, right, Paul? So it's probably not so humid where you are. It is dry here.
Really dry.
Yeah. We need some rain.
All right, so this next one here, let's zoom in. So this, you might think that this is just a regular box of Prusa Galaxy Black, a 2-kilogram spool, but it is not. And if you can hit that with your phone, go ahead and scan that QR code. This is Prusa Galaxy Black that was made in the United States. So it's good to see that they're branching all their manufacturing in the United States. That's going to help us all get them faster, get more filaments, all that good stuff. I like to see that. Plus, from our good friends at Printed Solid, most of the time in the States, and like a little bit, they do ship to Canada. It's going to be a little pricier, of course, but in the States you can get it shipped for free, which is always awesome. And then the printer behind the co-host over there, that is a new Mark IV-S that was assembled in the United States. Yeah. They reached out and said, hey, we think you need one of these. Printed Solid has always been a great partner for us. A lot of my good friends work there. They've been great to us over the years. But they sent me one of those machines that was assembled right there in Delaware. And we're going to take a look at that as soon as we can. As soon as I have some free table space, we're going to check that out. But thank you very much to Printed Solid and all those folks over there doing all the awesome work.
It was very nice.
So there's that. So a lot of cool things happening over there at Printed Solid.
Made in the USA.
Right.
Good stuff.
Now, the Positron. Let's get up to speed on the Positron. After we have some coffee.
All right, let's see.
A1 Mini for $130. That's a steal.
Paul is from East Texas. Paul, my dad lived in Houston for a long time, and it is humid. Really humid. Like, even in the dead of winter, it is humid. And that's cold and humid is not. I mean, hot and humid is bad. Cold and humid is bad too, because your clothes are wet. I don't mind a little drier climate. That's 72 though, with all the humidity, is probably not terrible. A little sticky.
Gotta get my directions back
Did you
out.
see? I have a great need for an MK4S. If anyone wants to contribute to the Andrew Needs a New Printer, like a hole in the head fund. Give you back your $10, Andrew. Yeah.
All right. So again, I have done some stuff. So last time when we did the positron, I was missing some printed parts. Imagine that. I didn't get them all printed. Because the directions had jumped from 1.0 to 1.1 on some of the extruder parts while we were in flux of printing parts. So that happens sometimes. But we got those done. And so I got the extruder put together. So let me just fast forward you to, so if you've been through the positron build, we're working on the base plate step right now. So we're like in step 6. But let me just jump through the levels here real quick. So positron extruder, let's just look at them one by one here. And I've got some of this stuff wired up, so it's going to be a little more difficult. Positron extruder was assembled. This is where we were missing the parts last time. It's kind of a modified orbiter design, but you know, printed parts and all that good stuff. So that has been done. This is the Z rail. So you know, belts, all that, all the pulleys and everything have been assembled. We haven't got the belts on, anything like that. But so we've done that part of the assembly. Spool holder, you know, that's really not that big of a deal. We put that together. What was the next one? The Z drive has already been put on the base plate, so that's the next piece there. That's done. Then the bed holder frame, that's this. This is a metal section that comes in the kit. So that's been put together, and they kind of step you through this slowly, right? The screen, we put the case on that. And then the tool head part is what that looks like. And this just kind of gives you an idea too of the different accent parts with the red and everything that we used. So remember, positron has a 90-degree bend in the hot end, so you're printing, you know, like upside down like this. Pretty ingenious. And then now we're on to the base plate. So basically we're putting everything together and getting some things wired up. We're at the part now where we're going to put the sides on. There's little fans that go in here before you button it up. The main board's been put on. Again, some of the wiring and all that. The main motors have been put on, and the light diffusers and all that. So we'll skip down to I'm going to start at the base plate wiring section because I want to confirm all that because it's been a couple of weeks since I have done that. So now we're back to here, and we'll flip in and out of that camera view as we build. So that was a very fast catch up from what we've done the last couple of weeks.
All right. And here we are now, today.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we'll be able to print today?
No.
Oh.
We will not.
Okay.
We'll have a lot of it done, though.
Good. Where do we start?
Where do we start? So I'm going to check the wires real quick. That's not real entertaining for you, but then we will... Actually, no, now that I look at it, I'm pretty confident in that. I always hit the back button on this, and that doesn't do anybody any good. So this is the front. The front bumper has been put on. It's on the...
Oh, Andy's here. Hi, Andy. Hi, Sergio. Sergio's here.
Hey, Andy. Hey, Sergio. That was definitive.
It was, yes. We will not be printing today. Period. With a period. That means aggressive.
Don't get started
Don't
on
text
that.
with a period. Don't use any punctuation at all.
Which is just maddening if, you know, you're an adult.
Well, what if you have to write multiple sentences? What if you're writing a paragraph? Do you just not put any...
The whole world is chaos. Nothing matters anymore.
All right, then. Hi, Eddie. Eddie says hello.
Always got to say hi to Eddie.
Did you remove the diffuser layer from the diffusers?
I did. I did. Well, I didn't remove like the dots, but I did. I did pull the plastic off.
Nero just put a YouTube video tour of printed solid new assembly line they are working on for the MKS4S. Cool. We'll have to watch that later. I'd like to see that.
I could see how everyone does that with these pieces of plastic, though.
Yeah.
They pull the bottom because it's like everything we've ever put together. You pull the plastic off, so you automatically want to pull the diffuser part off of the plastic, which I did.
Why? No bad says why.
Well, all the cool kids are doing it.
No bad thinks you're the first.
Well, that makes me feel a ton better.
No, nobody's ever done that.
No.
Just you.
You jerk.
Hi, George. Spectra V3 is here.
All right.
Chris is the trailblazer, Mike Fancy. Oh, ever supportive, Mike Fancy.
But he's
Oh, Pixum Mike is here.
He's got my back.
The lure of the peel is strong.
It is. It's like one of my favorite things to do.
I know. I totally didn't do that. Don't look for glue on mine because it's totally not glue back. It just looks like it's glued. Paul did it too. So there you go. The lure of the peel is so strong, isn't it though?
It's fine.
That's funny. Oh goodness.
Okay.
Were the Royals already out of the World Series by the time we?
No,
when we
that was the
streamed?
last game, I think. Like the last time we
year,
streamed, it was close, but
yeah,
they are officially out
Royals
now.
lost to the Yankees, and now it looks like. Well, I don't even know what's World Series right now. Does anybody know?
The first game was last night. I do not know who won it, but it's the Yankees and the Dodgers.
The Dodgers won.
All right, I would rather see the Dodgers win than the Yankees.
As would I. We are not Yankee fans in this house. Although my father-in-law is. Chris's stepdad, Steve, is a Yankees fan.
All right, so we got to do some inserts.
Dodgers won with a walk-off grand slam. Boo!
Nice.
Nice. A biggin.
I even still have the diffuser that I peeled off.
Oh, after the Padres lost in the NLDS, I became Team Nobody.
Yeah. I definitely stopped watching. After we got annihilated by the Yankees.
In the 10th. Somebody said in the 10th inning.
Nice.
I have to start paying attention here. Just so we can put the hex on the Yankees.
It's just the first game, though.
Have the Dodgers ever won a World Series?
Yeah.
No, they're LA now. They're not being from San Francisco. I hate the Dodgers with every fiber of my being. Uh-oh, we're going to cancel each other out, Glenn. Trying to get comfortable. I have a hard time.
What's going on over there?
I don't know. There we go. Let's see how that works. I don't know.
Alan Maker Viking is here. You might have already said that, but I just saw him.
Yes. Did you see George was here?
Yes.
Yep. And Glenn Hogue and Andrew. Gang's all here.
Gang's
Fix him,
all
Mike.
here.
Love that guy.
Love that.
You really You're really funny, Mike. uh I ordered a Bondtech and Mosquito for the Bear 2.1, but I want to install the BTT SKR Mini E3 V3 and either run Clipper or Marlin, but I don't know how to install the BTT SKR in the MK3 S Bear.
Are we talking about you don't know how to install it physically or firmware-wise? Physically might be a bit of a trick, but I mean, I'm sure you could find a, would you say you put a mini E3, yeah? I mean, there's probably a case out there somewhere. Now, as far as firmware, there's probably an example for Clipper that's real close to what you already need.
There you go. Dave Wilson's here.
Hey, Dave.
Both, George says.
Both, yeah. So that's where I would start. I would start with see if you can find somebody that's already made a case for it. I have one for the Bear that fits an SKR3. That's not going to do you much good, but it might be a place to start. It is out there on printables.
I haven't yet, but I want to. I hear the motor wiring is different.
It might be flip-flopped. Well, I mean, kind of depends on where you got the motors. If you're using like a Prusa kit, you have to swap over to JST, which is kind of a pain. The trick to these inserts, you just got to put them on the soldering iron real fast before they burn you.
There you go.
Dave, I still haven't found a spot for that table. That's why it's still right over there. But I will eventually find a spot. My lovely co-host has found, though, it's very handy for sorting your laundry on.
It's a great table height for folding laundry. I like it. While you're waiting for the washer to quit, you can go ahead and get your laundry folded. It's very handy. It's large enough that I can put things in separate piles. That's a nice table, Dave.
I'm sure that's why he got it for us.
Yes. It's solid.
It is solid.
Yes. Well, what's everybody up to? Halloween plans? Anybody? Anybody?
Anyone?
We do our usual Halloween thing, which is we do dinner. So this week, we're going to do, we're going to make wings in the oven, chicken wings in the oven and sit, oh, cute. Anyway, we're going to make chicken wings in the oven, and then I just open the front door. We put the Bluetooth speaker in the window and play like Halloween songs, and I'll just leave the front door open, and we'll just hand out candy and then hang out. It's pretty good. We don't do a whole lot on Halloween. We don't even get less than 10 trick-or-treaters a year.
Yeah,
we don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters. We are very close to the square in Liberty, so all our kids just go up to the square and get candy. So
Zany Maker Zach joined bragging rights. Thank you for becoming a member.
Thank you. All right. Do all the kids like the chicken wings?
They probably would.
We like probably.
But
we
they're
can't
not allowed
afford
to
to
have
give them
my
all
chicken wing.
We do. I hand out candy. Although we have so few trick-or-treaters that I think I'm going to do full-size candy bars this time, so I don't have any leftovers. So we're going to be the full-size candy house.
Full-size candy bars are like like tipping at a restaurant. And hear me out. You're just ensuring proper service, so you're more likely that they don't do something bad to the front of your house.
Don't steal my lawn ornaments,
yeah,
please.
Exactly. Leave my gnome alone.
Have a full-size Snickers.
Jacked up on candy.
That's right. Go pester somebody else. I can't figure out why, but for some reason I didn't get my kids coming 20 miles out into the woods to trick or treat. It's a mystery. If you live way out, Paul, you should do like a haunted house or haunted hay rides or something fun, like spooky. I like this time of year though. I love spooky season. Now it's getting to be a little chilly for me. Personally, I'm more of a late September, early October person. So 80 degrees during the day and then cools off quick at night. I really like that. We got a few 70-degree days left in us though, I think. And I think maybe we're not counting out 80 degrees quite yet. I don't think. We'll have a few more before December, but
It hangs in there quite a while.
yeah, we stay fairly warm. So Monday we're supposed to get up to 83. So there you go. And I know we have a few 70-degree days left. So it's not too, I like this time of year though.
Why did I go with the SKR3? Because I wanted to do independent Z motor drivers so that we could do, it's got Marlin on it. So I wanted to do independent Z motor drivers so we could do probe leveling G34 on it. That's why I ended up with a 3. Plus, Big Tree Tech sponsored that board, and that was kind of their flagship. It probably still is at the moment, like the board they pretty much put on everything. So that's the one we ended up with.
Alrighty. Will you be at Rocky Mountain?
Well, didn't they say that they were moving it to like May or something?
It's gonna be in a better time of year, I think. So, I don't know.
That's a time of year that we don't usually travel.
Yeah.
Uh.
Oh, BLD Designs is gifting memberships. Thank you.
Whoa,
Thank
all
you for
right.
doing that. How nice.
10. Wow.
Thank you.
But I figured today we were kind of at the part of the positron where things start to come together and you can really see the color schema pretty good.
Yes. Andy, so open the front door and fan the smell of chicken cooking and watch the little ones. There we go. Yes. I'll go out there with saucy wings and they'll think maybe it's blood. So scary. Rocky Mountain is almost on my birthday this year. Well, fix 'em. All right. Whatever happened to the crazy linear motor 3D printer?
It's sitting over there. I haven't got back to it. They actually sent over an enclosure so that we could check that out. So we'll be getting back to that soon. I haven't had any time at all to make videos or do anything for YouTube. Just this occasional stream once in a while. I have been slammed at work, and I'm currently redoing all of the floors in the whole house.
Yeah.
And I'm a little over halfway done, I would guess.
You've done pretty good. You've done just about everything but the hard parts.
Yeah.
There's a few tough parts that where we're gonna have to move some things, but you've gotten all the easier stuff is knocked out. But your office is gonna take some doing. The kitchen is definitely gonna take some doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
More fun to come.
Definitely. Oh. Make those little Mike, he's gonna hand out chips and then some small printed trinket. Make some more of those little animals. And as a matter of fact, Mr. Riley, if you could make me
Mr. Riley.
some of those little animals like Mike had at Murph, then and I'll take them to school. The kids will like them. And they're big enough that they won't be dangerous.
Mr. Riley.
Mr. Riley, I'm putting in a formal request.
I feel like a teacher or something.
Full-size Snickers anti-vandalism fund.
Full-size
Thanks,
Snickers
Mike.
anti-vandalism fund.
Thanks for the tip, Mike. We will put it to good use.
Thank you so much.
What, $10 buys you one candy bar nowadays? That's all we need, though.
I'm hoping to get at least 6 out of that.
Buys me one candy bar. That covers me. I'm good.
Yeah. Mr. Riley means it's a serious request.
Serious.
Actually, it is. Yes. But I don't usually call you Mr. Riley.
No, that's like kind of a first for
Very
you.
rarely do I call you. Do I do that? I might, if I'm teasing you about something.
A lot of these wires run under.
Pool copters. Dave's making pool copters.
Yeah, he showed me those when I was
Fun.
over at his house the other day. They're pretty cool.
Cool. $10 just covers the entry charge into the store. Shoot. Chris is concerned when you call him Mr. Riley. You're not in any trouble.
Are we getting divorced? Did the lawyer tell you to start calling me that?
Yeah. I told him I'm keeping the name. If something ever happens, I'm keeping the name.
All right, then.
If Chris only had a 3D printer that wasn't busy printing other printer parts, Mr. Riley could whip those animals right out for you.
I'm just so busy.
Yes, I know you are. I'll put that big fancy big printer back there. Well, is Magneto up?
Yeah, it's over there.
Or the tool changer.
Yep. We have so many options
You
for
can
printing
make
little
me
animals.
Some little animals for Halloween. Halloweeny. All right.
I'm going to backtrack a little bit for those of you watching. I'm going to backtrack a little bit and be a little smarter about how we run our wires, so it's a little cleaner.
George says, I've been waiting on Nero to start on episode 1 of the Positron. He did episode 0 months ago.
On the what build?
Positron.
Who said that?
George did. I'll bring one over for Jackie. You don't have to do that, Dave. Although I would like to see it.
Red Light Mike is here. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Red Light.
I don't know which build that is, but now I'm kind of interested. Yep, we screwed up on the diffusers.
Belt printer for animal printing. Do you have a belt printer?
I don't, but somebody reached out the other day and asked if we wanted one. They're starting. There's like a new model out that they've built.
Is it small?
I don't think so. I think it's like full size.
Well, you need a little belt printer that can just crank out just crank out benchies. Core XY Prusa conversion. It's like when my wife says we need to talk and I'm like, crap, what did I do? And then she will ask something like, should we order pizza today? I've done that to him. Honey, I got to tell you something very important. And then it's something ridiculous. Yeah, he doesn't think it's funny. Duff doesn't think it's funny.
When I was doing the floors in the living room while you were out of town, and I found your M&M stash. And I had to send you a text message that said we needed to talk about your addiction.
I have a serious M&M problem, and they all land between our couch is a sectional, and so the corner, I sit in a corner spot, and that's not attached to either one of the couches.
Right, it's not.
And
it's
so all my
separate
M&Ms
pieces.
that fall in the couch cushions just fall right down onto the floor. So hair ties and M&Ms, that's what you're gonna find.
And I did. I found them.
I'm a bum. Yeah.
Well, I mean, M&Ms, they go rogue. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Well, I have to think of all the M&Ms, not just the few that get lost.
It's for the good of. Did you just try to say that it was for the greater good?
For the greater good. I need to just eat the M&Ms that are in front of me and not worry about the ones that fell. They'll find their own way.
You're so. I don't even know what to say to that. I mean,
I go hard.
Your sense of community and giving back, fantastic. To all the little M&Ms.
Oh, hi, Rod. Hello, Rod. Rod's here.
Hey, Rod.
Fix'em dude says, Fix'em gal will probably never leave because she doesn't want half of my stuff. That's true. You can keep it.
When they're scared that they're gonna get half your stuff.
Yeah. As long as you don't have a dog. That's true. We don't have a dog, and even when we did, he couldn't get to them anyway. They were way in there. You want ants? Because that's how you get ants. I know.
You want ants?
You want ants?
That's somebody with children. I can feel it right now.
Some of the kids at school,
You want
some of the kids at school have trouble. They don't regulate their body heat. They can't regulate their body heat like we can. And they have some health problems, but that's kind of one of the little side effects of the severely disabled is that they have trouble regulating their body heat. So a lot of them take their shoes off when they get into school. And some of them, when they do that, I always tell them they're going to get worms. That's something my mother used to tell me, that if you run around barefoot, you're going to get worms. So that's what I tell the kids that are running around barefoot. You better put some shoes on. You're going to get worms.
Every time somebody says that, I always think of A Christmas Story when he's trying to pick at the raw turkey. Gonna get worms.
Gonna get worms. Although, Tony Ryan, I believe that you are correct. That is a good way to get ants, is to leave candy laying around. That's not a wives' tale. That's actually true.
Well, yeah.
The worms thing is crap. My mother just wanted me to put shoes on.
Well, you could get worms.
I
mean, it's a possibility.
Possible. But, yeah. But that's what I do. Better put your shoes on. I'm gonna get worms. They don't listen to me. They don't care.
That's just the crazy lunch lady saying something now.
That's exactly what it is. I just holler at them from my window. Anybody that crosses the hallway in front of me,
She's always saying some crap I don't understand.
Hookworms. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, but
Gonna get worms.
Gonna get worms. They don't listen. Well, what else is going on? The floors are looking real good. They're coming along.
It's not the worst project I've ever done, but there's so much. I mean, you're trying to live in a house and work on it at the same time. There's so much moving stuff around and cleaning stuff up.
Well, and you're on the floor, and that's hard. It's hard to work like that.
Yeah, but you can kind of just lay down on the floor whenever you feel like and take a break.
It's true.
I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to try. I would really like those wires to be a little bit more.
What kind of flooring?
So we have hardwood floors, just the original hardwood floors from the 60s. And they are just beyond rough. And I would like to just refinish those floors, but anybody that's ever done that knows that that's like a logistical nightmare with all the dust and having to move everything around to sand it and then re-lacquer it. It's just too big a pain for us. So I'm laying laminate down over that, and it's kind of a thick. It's like Pergo, whatever laminate. It's a little thicker stuff. It's pretty nice.
It is nice,
but it definitely quiets the floor down. It's pretty heavy.
It's not near as squeaky as it used to be. Yeah, and but the flooring's real nice and it's waterproof. And one of the things that I keep saying is that we have tile in our kitchen, like porcelain tile in our kitchen, and then we have the hardwood. Well, that you need a threshold to go between those rooms because the tile sits a little higher than the hardwood flooring. And I am looking forward to not having any thresholds in my house. Because trying to sweep a broom with two people with long hair, trying to sweep is ridiculous over those thresholds. They just don't get, and they're hard to get clean. And yeah. So I'm looking forward to not having any thresholds. And I'm glad that the flooring is waterproof too.
Well, that was kind of, we kind of went back and forth about what we were going to do, because I really did want to just do everything one thing, not have tile in a room and not have linoleum or whatever. Just it's all one. So, and then when you get into like waterproof, flooring, it's like, well, it kind of looks cheesy because it's just plastic. I mean, at the end of the day, it's plastic or glue and sawdust, right? So we kind of tried to do the best of both worlds. I mean, it looks pretty good, but you can definitely tell it's plastic.
Yeah, and you can feel the difference under your feet.
Yeah, but
things like
what are you gonna do?
Nothing. It looks nice. What are you gonna? Yeah, exactly.
It's better than the old gouged floors.
I like the character that our hardwood floors brings. They've been around a long time.
Yeah.
But and I maintain maybe we ain't seen the last of them yet. You know what I mean? Like maybe after the fish tank's gone, or we've had it for a while. Maybe then we'll be ready to.
Never know what's gonna happen.
Do the floors. So
I think I need a standoff for this.
Yeah. Flooring options have come a long way. They most certainly have.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing actual hardwood. Mike Fancy and I were talking about that a little bit. 8 microwave meals for 3. Exactly. I mean, that's what you end up doing. Soon you'll be bumping your heads on the ceiling. Yeah, it's a little higher.
It is a little, and you can tell, like, noticeably when you first step onto it, you're like, oh.
A little bit.
A little taller, yeah.
But I was talking to Mike Fancy. I couldn't even imagine doing actual hardwood, because if anybody's ever tried to do that, you're like, you put it down in these strips, right? Like, I don't know, they're like 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, whatever they are. But then you tack it in the groove on the side. So you almost have to have like one of those arch neck guns. Nowadays, you would use a gun to put that in there. I can't imagine somebody doing that by hand, which is what they did. But I mean, it's forever. I mean, that stuff lasts forever. Ours is, 60 years old or whatever. It's still, it just doesn't look great. It's still fine. But I couldn't imagine doing that now, like from scratch, tacking all this together. It would be a nightmare.
Forget it.
I'd never get it done.
Yeah. I was talking the other night too about when the next people that own this house many, many years from now will find a treasure underneath. We'll find this beautiful hardwood floor that just needs a little love.
They'll be complaining that we covered it up.
Yeah. Look at this beautiful. You see it on the DIY shows. Look at this beautiful hardwood floor under here. Why would you cover this up? Because we didn't have time to sand it down and re-lacquer. It does need a good sanding. That floor's been around a long time. It's a little rough.
Yeah, you would have to do a lot of work.
Knee
on
pads
it.
for Chris.
Oh,
thank you, Graham.
Thanks, Graham. Knee pads. Thank you. Hi, John. I see you. Hello. Is there an STL for laminate flooring?
Probably.
I wish. Probably. Actually, yeah. Pictures of wood, Andrew Rogers said. That's kind of what it looks like.
Basically, yeah. They took some pictures of wood and put it on some plastic.
I saw Duff was saying that, like, textured, there's some good texture. We did not spring for that. The textured wood that's really wood.
Yeah.
We didn't go for it. It's pretty flat, but it'll be easier for me to mop and keep clean. Things like that. A fish tank. Yes, we have a 120-gallon fish tank.
Yes.
By the way, and yes.
And
John was asking about it. We keep South American freshwater fish.
Yes. We have some parrotfish, and I've just got a handful left. I got a bunch of Pocostomus and all their good stuff. But that's one of the biggest things about when we've been talking about redoing the floor for like, I don't know, a decade. And I was like, well, what am I going to do with the fish tank? So I just decided to trim around it. So there's going when the fish tank leaves, there's going to be a fish tank size hole in our new floor. But hopefully I'll have like a box or so left over. I can kind of peel some of it back and put some new down, and it should be okay. So.
Yeah, it'll be all right. We can't move it.
No, there's
Build
no
around
way.
it. It'll be fine.
The
Trim
only
it out.
thing, the only thing that we could do, which we would not do, the only thing that we could do would be to like set another tank up in the garage and pull all the fish out
I ain't doing that.
and
It'll
reset
traumatize
it.
our fish.
There'd be no way.
They'd be very upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Fancy says lots of butt sweat and curses when we installed hardwood flooring with a not very good rental gun / tank. Never again.
Yeah.
You should remodel the kitchen and put a skeleton in the void. Then the guy who takes it out next will freak out. I seen that. There was a video of somebody that did that. A fake skeleton. They put a little note in his pocket.
I do like
funny.
I do like tossing random things in the wall before I close it.
That's kind of fun.
That's fun.
Put your artwork on the studs. You could.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Though there's in the bathroom, the wall is full of razor blades, and I just left them.
Yeah,
I figured that's where they were gonna be. But
that's where you live now.
I don't know if that's common like in other countries, but houses built in the 50s, 60s, there was a slot in the medicine cabinet where you put your used razors, and they were just in the wall forever. So I guess that's common everywhere.
DM wants to know how how that print's going back there.
Oh, let's find out how we
Take a look. There you go. We got legs.
Looking good. That's a good
Future
looking
Chris's
filament.
problem. That's right. I wonder if you could do a hue forge of wood on top of a solid base.
You probably could.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so it's this one. Carbon fiber pieces. I always love to see.
Keep a box or two. They always change up the flooring available. Yeah, we talked about that. Just stashing them in the. Oh, sorry, honey. Go ahead.
No, I was just showing the carbon fiber. It always looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's very real because they always change that stuff. I thought I bought enough, like that we would have some extra. Now I'm kind of second guessing that I'm gonna have enough.
Better order it now.
Yeah.
Next week you won't have it. Yeah, we will. We talked about that. A realist skeleton would be even better. Well, if I find one. Fill a wall space with benchies, John O'Shaughnessy says. Hi, John. How are you? How's the weather in Minnesota?
That's a good idea.
I have a rental and need to replace the floor. Did you get a hybrid floor like wood and plastic?
This is actually like recycled.
It's renovate or demolish.
It's like recycled Pergo something. So in fact, let's just share
old Coke bottles. Right?
Yeah, old Coke. There you go. Old Coke bottles. It's called like, I want to say it's called like Renew or something like that.
Gray plastic. Yeah, isn't it? Gray underneath.
Yeah.
Like
yep.
Yeah, kind of a pukey brownie gray. Not, sunny and 50. That sounds all right. We're getting to 53, and I think the high here today is going to be in the 60s, low 60s though. Yep, 63 for us is the high. A little chilly. Fall-like, brisk. I was talking to somebody, and 50 degrees in the fall feels way different than 50 degrees in the spring. It's colder in the fall, I think. Spring, you've come out of the cold weather, and anything over 45, you're like, yeah. But Renew Pergo, so it's laminate. Yes, it's laminate.
Yeah.
77 with a high of 81 forecast here today. That sounds all right. In the south, it'll stay warm for a little while, won't it, Glenn?
There you go. There's the flooring we're laying down.
Where'd you? Oh, there you go.
All right.
And now, John, I'm gonna have to look up the
256.
23C. Let's see. Oh, nice day for you then. Right? It's a nice day. So it's early spring there. Right? For you guys. Celsius, yeah. Not a bad day. It's gorgeous, yeah, but it is. Go outside. Probably through around December last year, it got pretty cold. Yeah, we, like I said, we'll stay above freezing well into December. I mean, now we'll get freezes at night, but it'll come up above freezing. Really, here in Missouri, in my opinion, and Dave, if you're still on the line, you can chime in here. Around here, January and February are our coldest months. Like end of January, early February, it gets really, really cold. Like by our standards, really, really cold. Down below zero several days. We'll have a very hard freeze for 2 weeks or so. Right around the end of January and early February. We had a freeze warning 2 weeks ago. We had to bring in our plants. Well, our one plant, our lemon tree.
I gotta get that.
Squeezy, and we need to put her back outside until.
It's debating. I got to either bring her down here and get her under the light or do something.
Yeah, it's around 100 degrees every day there. Good Lord, John. That's hot. All the time. Seems like it's always hot there.
2, 5, 10. Top corner piece. What does that look like?
Yeah. I'm racing the cold here. Insulating and finishing my detached garage. There you go. Get it ready. Converting it to the he shed. You're going to share?
Something I did want to say about the Positron parts. Like if you're building one of these and printing out your parts, I have extra parts. Now this is a great idea what they've done, but if you don't know what you're doing, you might not know what's going on. They come with their own supports. So you don't have to add support structure in the slicer, you just print them. But you have to know to take the support off. And maybe it says something about it in the manual, but I didn't find anything. But like for these long pieces, this is with the supports removed, but like on this top part here, it has this piece printed on it. And you can just snap them off, but I could just see somebody printing this out and then this broke and they're going, hey, my printer missed a layer or something. I don't know. But I just thought I'd mention that because I don't know that I read anything about it. So it does have supports built in, just in case you need to know that.
Nomad says it does mention it somewhere.
Okay. So
I do mention it in the printed parts.
I'm not the best at reading through directions, obviously.
You're a skimmer.
But yes, I just wanted to point that out if somebody was confused, because I knew what it was, like, oh, that's that's genius, but it is a little bit like, oh, hey, they have supports on them. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I could see somebody not knowing and like trying to reprint it over and over.
Right.
It's broken.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I would do that. That would be something I would do.
I have done things like that in the past. I'm an expert now. I never make mistakes.
No.
I never peel the stickers off of things right when it tells me not to.
Yes. There you go. So Duff, are you gonna like finish it out and make it a livable space, like a rec room, or what are you gonna do with it? Chris, ours is just where we keep the lawnmower and all of Chris's extra equipment.
Yeah, all the overflow.
Yeah, everything goes into the shed. It's not finished out for us. Did you put insulation in there? You might have put some in there.
It has insulation on the walls, but I never insulated the ceiling. I had intentions of like putting heat out there, and I never got to it. I really haven't had many projects though. I mean, that I needed to be out there for long periods of time.
Really? I mean, you wander down there and use your saw. You have a workbench down there. I need to get my dark room back together, but I don't have a space in the house for it. There you go. Build a shed for your dark room. ERCF does it the same way, and I like the concept because even rookies can simple reprint it.
Yeah, enraged rabbit carrot feeder is what ERCF stands for. But yeah, I like it when they build the supports into the part. That really saves you some time.
Paul the Texan says, I may have reprinted a part because of the support stayed on the bed and I thought I broke it.
See? That's what I'm
It
saying.
happens.
That's the first thing I thought. I was like, somebody's going to think that they just broke this.
Printing and sewing. There you go, like a craft room. Craft hobby room.
17.
What filament is that Chris is using on the Positron? We're going to use that Galaxy Black, right? Oh, for the parts. Sorry. What?
Transparent red ABS from Filament PM that they no longer make. This is my final project with that spool of filament that I've had for like 6 years. And then the gray is Filamentum ASA. Steve Builds is here. Hey, Steve.
Very nice. Now what are you going to do with that bedroom? My printers and projects will be there, and her side will be sewing room, freeing up a bedroom in the house. Now what? What are you going to do with the room? Put a baby in there?
Who's this?
It's Duff.
Oh, put a baby in there.
Well, I mean, if you need to clear out a room, or your mother-in-law. I should insulate my garage and use it for resin and laser cutter work, but the stinky stuff out there, but it might be faster and cheaper to build a shed for that. That's entirely possible. The problem with having printers though in an outdoor building is that it has to be climate controlled. You can't I mean, I guess some you could print in the cold, but
it gets very challenging very quickly.
Well, and the humidity isn't good.
Yeah, it would be tough. Well, at least in Missouri. Yeah, it would be really tough to print without climate control most of the time.
Hi, Happy. It is a great color red. We like it a lot. Steve. That's Happy. Happy _MFG is Steve. Hey, Tom Llama's here.
Tom Llama, I am sorry. I was going to apologize to you when I saw you today. I have not made it to the post office box, but as soon as I'm done streaming here, I'm going to get down there and see what's in there. 17.5.
Oh, Steve Builds here?
Yeah. I said hey to Steve.
I don't know. When did he get here? I didn't even.
Oh,
there he is. Sorry. Hi, Steve. Hello. All right. Let's see here. Duff says they're gonna move one of the kids into it. So there you go. So we got somebody sharing a room. Now it's time for their own room.
Nice.
That is nice. Yeah, we have 5. No more babies. You do have plenty of children.
Yep. You've
hit max capacity in the kids.
You got it covered.
Don't jinx the guy. John says, don't jinx him, Jackie. Sorry. Tom Llama, how's the shoulder? Steve, how are you doing? Steve Builds.
He put something. Tom put something on Twitter the other day. It was like, well, I went to physical therapy, so the guy bent my shoulder in ways that it should not bend. I just thought it was a pretty funny comment.
That is funny.
I need a washer.
Yeah.
I had all this organized, and then I started building on top of all the baggies, and things just went awry.
Mm. Never-ending battle until the snow covers the ground. Oh, he's talking to Tom Long. Better. His shoulder is better. And I'm in Perth and print PETG on the printer, PETG on the printer, on the Prusa. I never dry it, and I don't have bad prints. Apparently, I should have horrendous prints. Every now and then I hear a pop, but only at the start of a print. So there you go.
It can be done, and a lot of it depends on who made the PETG. But some brands are better than others, I've noticed.
Tom, I'm glad your shoulder's doing all right. You hang in there, huh? Any more than 3 kids, you're a breeder. Well, they have to make up for the rest of us that have chosen not to have children. It's all or nothing around here.
Yeah.
Jeremy Lucas is here. Hi, Jeremy. How are you? I saw Angie. Somebody hit Angie's car while they were on vacation. She had her car parked, I think, on the street, it looked like, or somewhere, and somebody hit it. And I'm assuming they just took off. Unbelievable. What a pain. So hello, Jeremy. How you feeling? What happened to get a 3-for-1 deal when it comes to kids?
They need to set up some sort of program where they rent kids. When you have more than 3, you have to rent one to
That's
to
right.
non-kid having people.
My friend Brandy has a kid, and there's
and she rents him out.
Sometimes, but sometimes I like spending money on them. It's fun. I used to buy silly stuff and to go to kid places. That's pretty much it for me.
Well, I can tell you, any kid that I have to get a Christmas gift for, I buy the one that I want to play with.
Yes, that's how we do it.
Everyone gets slot cars because slot cars are fun for like an hour, and then they can have them because I want to play with them for an hour.
Yeah. I know some people don't like it, but I get good results with King Rune PETG, even in the humidity here.
Nice.
That's good.
Stick with what works.
We do have kids. They're named Benchy. Yes.
I got
lots of little Benchies running around here.
Serious Benchy problem.
It's called fostering. We can foster it.
It's called foster.
That's why they named number 5 Lease. That's funny. Good morning, Bob Carnes. How are you? Oh, George is back. Hello, George.
3/8 and 3/8.
Some printers can't even print the right way up. Look up all the problems people have, even hardware, which should work out without fixing by a user.
3D printing science, etc. Is that 3D printing and science and etc., or is it 3D printing science? So the science of 3D printing.
I do not see a comma, so I'm going to go 3D printing science that as a title.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it both. I like both, but the fact that you're 3D printing science, or maybe they are actually 3D printing science. I came over here to get something. What was it?
We got distracted.
Oh yeah, linear rail.
Can't even get into a yum discussion for lunch today. It's been a little bit of leftover hamburger helper and old people's nutrition shake thing. That doesn't sound like a fun lunch at all. We're going to have a fun lunch today.
Yeah.
What is this place? Tuna. What's it called again?
Poke Ramen, I believe is what it is called. I don't know if people have ramen places. I have never been to a ramen place, and I've always wanted to try it.
QZ, Poke Ramen, and Bobo Tea is where we're going today, and I'm looking forward to it. There we go. Sent a link. There, you guys can check it out. But he likes the ramen, and I want to go. I want one of those poke bowls. That sounds good. I really like poached tuna. it's tasty. So we're gonna go check it out. And I've never had a boba tea before. Has anybody here had a boba tea? And what do you recommend for boba tea? 'Cause I've never had one. Oh,
Never had
live
one
from New
either.
York. Hello. Only ramen places I've been to in my kitchen are the 50-cent packets. This is fancy ramen, Tom.
I'll take ramen any way I can get it.
Yeah, so we're oh, he heard Coke ramen. That just sounds wrong. Ugh. um but yeah, we're gonna go check out the ramen place. I'm gonna have a bowl and he's gonna have ramen. It'll be good. I got a few other items there too. Let's check it out. I can't do a proper ramen house. The slurping sets my nerves on fire. I would imagine that's very.
I guess that's true.
What's the word? Triggering. Very triggering for you.
The slurping.
Fancy. So someone else cooks you a 50-cent packet. Yes, with an egg.
And
they
they
put an egg in it too.
And they just bring it to the table. Here you
Yeah,
go.
there you go. We stuck it. Give it a second and then stir it up. It'll be ready. Don't get it without the frog eyes at the bottom.
Yeah, boba tea's got the crunchy things in it.
What?
Or chewy things, or whatever they...
Hmm.
The boba balls.
Hmm. Never had. I don't know. I may or may not try one today. We'll see.
I do add the egg myself.
I have just had air fryer baked potatoes and beef mince with onion and garlic mixed in. Oh, that sounds pretty good. On your potato. I can't do the bobo tea, but a lot of people like it. I don't know. I tapioca balls. That's what's in there.
Ah.
I don't know. Snot balls. That's definitely
Yeah.
put me off of it. Yes, thank you for that. Yeah, they do. The poke bowls look really good, and I'm totally interested. I like the idea of choosing my toppings too. You guys saw that. It looked really good. I like you ever had like the poached tuna with like on the fried noodles, and oh, so good. Little crunchies. Good stuff. Grandma got bobo tea for the grandkids. I never want that stuff in my house again. Yes, correct. Yeah. Poke is raw fish dish. Kind of like a sashimi. I like it with sauce on it. Oh, George. He said they put like mountain oysters in it. Or, testes.
365 heat insert. Ah, carp.
Gross. What did we have there at the VFW that one time? Was it turkey?
I don't know. Sheep, I think.
Sheep. We tried mountain oysters. They're all right. Not a go-to for me, but I don't care for organ meat. I like tapioca pudding, but still can't stomach the bobo tea. I think it's because the tea is more liquid versus pudding. It makes the tapioca slimy. I don't know. This sounds like it's been this sounds like a texture issue. I may not be into it. I'll take a look at it and see. Maybe somebody will order one and
You can eyeball it.
I can stare at their cup and see if I want one.
Just go over there and watch. Just get real close to them. Watch them
Yeah.
drink it.
Everything's good here, Jeremy. We're just hanging out.
Later, George.
Yeah, bye, George. Have a good Saturday. Neighbor texting, LOL. We are going to do a dump run together.
Going to the dump.
Oh, I see. They were going to do one, but she thinks we should drink beer instead. I think that's a fine idea. It's fall. Have something a little spicy. Have a fall beer.
Yep. Let her borrow some of your pain meds. You'll both have a great day.
Yes. That's what I think too. He said boba tea and bubble tea are the same thing. I'm going to say they sound very similar. There you go.
I don't know anything about either one.
I don't either. But I am looking forward to it. And then tonight, we got big plans. It's the annual Halloween party at our house. And
You have to wear a costume or you can't get in.
it's just me and Chris. It's so sad. It's a Halloween party though, so we're gonna go to this place called Conrad's for dinner, which is like it's just a kind of upscale bar food. It's good though. And then we're gonna come home and watch Beetlejuice and carve pumpkins. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. We'll have a nice fun night. Carve some pumpkins tonight. Big ones too. I got some large pumpkins for us to carve. Yeah, went to Omaha Zoo last night. When we got home, Angie's car was totaled. That's awful. I'm really sorry. It was a hit and run. Mike wants to know if he can come over. Yes.
Sure.
Come on over. I can go out without a costume and not scare everyone for a change. Happy early Halloween. Thank you. You too. Happy Halloween. Kicking off the holiday season. Halloween. What? 3 more days till Halloween. That song. Has anybody here seen Halloween 3, Season of the Witch? The best Halloween.
Well, that's a bold statement.
It's awful. Yeah, that's the one we're going to watch tonight, the new Beetlejuice. It's on Amazon Prime for $20, but we figured since it's the Halloween party, we'll spring for the $20. Still cheaper than a movie theater, so it's on Amazon Prime, though.
1, 2, 5, 3, 4. 2, 5, 10.
Stakes. A rude welcome from an amazing day trip. Yeah, I'll bet. We love Omaha. We had so much fun there the last time we went.
Typical Midwesterners. You just go to another Midwestern city that's almost exactly like yours, but it's a better time than the one you live in.
Well, we've been to this one. We're going to that one over there.
I mean, I am one of you. I'm not judging anyone. I do the same thing.
It's 2
But
hours.
I do think it's kind of funny that we do that. I've been doing it my whole life. I mean, like as a child, we just went to another Midwestern city for vacation.
Well, yeah. Where'd you guys go?
For us?
Oh, Colorado, but that's not really Midwestern.
Well, it kind of is. I mean,
But
it's not really. I mean, at least they have mountains. But you'd go to Tulsa, or
Yeah.
you'd go to Wichita, or
Hey, there's
Topeka.
plains in Wichita. That's pretty cool.
Topeka,
Yeah.
Des Moines. I mean, you just go Omaha.
Well, you go
know,
up to South Dakota. We went to
mean,
the Grand.
it's just what you do in the Midwest, I guess.
Been
but-
there. We're gonna watch the original Beetlejuice tonight. That's always a good one. Zelda had fun. Oh, Ghouls and Glow. Was it at the zoo or was it just somewhere? Jeremy. That's right. Paul the Texan. Halloween Series 1. Stab some people. 2. Stab some more people. 3. Use TV and weird dolls to take over the world. Yes, that's it.
Somebody explained it to me once that was like, I don't remember how it exactly went, but it was something like that. 1, walk around stabbing people. 2, do the same thing, but now for some reason you can drive a car.
Yeah.
And number 3 was, the use TV to take over the world and kill small children.
Yes, with a mask. Saw it with the wife and kids, the new Beetlejuice, a few weekends ago. Still not as good as the first one. I heard it's very nostalgic though, so it'll be fun to watch. I'm glad Zelda had fun. Yeah, it was at the zoo. This Ghouls and Glow. They're doing the what do they call it at our zoo? The
Glow something.
Glow Wild.
Glow, yeah.
We do a Glow Wild at our zoo. I think we're gonna check that out maybe next month. Terre Haute
Correct.
was banging compared to Robinson, Illinois. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. For some reason, it was better than your city.
I've been to Terre Haute. Will we be doing the Monster Mash? I'll have the song on. I think we got to listen to it at least once.
Of course.
You could drive. Rod says you could drive 5 miles to see Niagara Falls and pretend to be a tourist. That's a good idea. You should just go there and look lost.
Bring binoculars.
Use them the wrong way, though. Or look at a tree. That's really funny. My brother went to Glow Wild. He was impressed, Jeremy says. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We've been meaning to do that. And now that the sun's setting earlier, it's not like, before you'd have to wait until 8 o'clock at night. But now that the sun's setting earlier, we can go a little earlier and get back. Watch They Live. Chris watched that one the other day. And Prince of Darkness for Halloween. Gotta love John Carpenter.
They Live. We were talking about They Live the other day. I was watching it and I'm like, man, who is that guy?
Trivia question. Don't give it away.
I kept thinking, like, who is that guy? I was like, he's somebody. I just don't know exactly who he is. And I'm kind of watching it out of the corner of my eye. I didn't like sit down and watch it. It's just on.
All right.
And I'm like, man,
all right, folks. Who's the guy from They Live? And we all know who. Who's the guy? Does anybody
Well, you have
know?
to be from the 80s.
Do you need a clue? Do you need a clue as to who the guy might be?
Let's see if somebody comes up with it.
That's Paul. That's who I thought it was. You are incorrect, sir. Oh, there you go, Tony. Rowdy Piper.
Portland, Oregon native. Nice. Yeah, I was like, man, I know that guy. Yeah.
I thought it was Brian Bosworth, and that's the name I was looking for the other day, honey. I thought it was Brian Bosworth too, Paul, and that's who I said. And then finally I looked it up, and it's Rowdy Piper.
There you go. Because he was like my favorite wrestler. He was a lot of fun as a wrestler.
Oh, my sister loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. They were the best.
All right. I guess I need to rewatch it. Yeah, well, only for a few minutes. You don't have to finish it.
But the funny part is it's John Carpenter, so you kind of expect a John Carpenter movie, and it's kind of a John Carpenter movie, but there's so much wrestling in it. They get into like a 20-minute fist fight in the street just to do wrestling moves on one another. I mean, it's hilarious. I love it.
I did like John Carpenter's Vampires. I thought it was pretty good. Yes. Sting and the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
I liked the Ultimate Warrior.
Cool.
Do you remember the Rockers, the tag team duo? They were cool. Yep. And then of course Macho Man Randy Savage.
Of course.
Rest in peace. Sting is still wrestling, I believe. He may have gone to All Elite. He may have gone. He was at WWF for a bit, and then I think he went to All Elite.
Sting has to be 1,000,000 years old.
The Bushwhackers. I remember them. Oh my God.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Dad took us to see wrestling in Portland a couple of times. It was in the same arena as roller derby.
Nice.
The Undertaker, of course.
Of course.
Well, that's a little later, though. Now, the Hart Foundation. Brett the Hitman.
And
Owen.
Yep.
And then, of course, Jimmy. The Dudley Brothers. I don't remember the Dudley Brothers. Do you? I don't recall. Maybe if I saw a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrestling.
Wrestling.
They wore camo overalls. I think I do recall.
The
Somebody.
$1 Million Man.
Oh, that's right.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Who was the one that yeah, I remember Jake the Snake. Who was the one that oh, that didn't he like bring girls up on stage and kiss them or something and they fainted or
Yeah, there was one guy that was
what
like,
was that guy's
I
name?
don't remember him.
He had shorts and somebody's face was on the back of his shorts.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Anyway,
M36.
Scotty Too Hottie.
Scotty Too Hottie.
Yeah, Owen was that was in Kansas City.
Yeah, when he
That
fell off the
happened here in
ceiling.
Kansas City
Yeah.
at Kemper.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, that happened here. Scary stuff. I wasn't there, but it was something else. I was there for the fall when Brett, the Hitman Hart, came back to Kansas City for the first time after his brother had died. I was at that wrestling match, and it was, it was pretty good. That was when The Undertaker was sort of coming into his own. That was early 90s, I think. Anyway, we have to watch The Thing. That's probably the scariest. We were talking about scary movies. That's probably the scariest movie.
I caught the end of
For
it the other
me,
day, but I
The
haven't seen the
Thing
whole thing in a while.
Is really freaking scary.
It's pretty scary.
I don't know, something about the Arctic. Movies that take place in the Arctic or shows that take place where it's really, really cold and dark, those kind of scare me anyway. The Rock was better as a wrestler versus the actor, just saying.
I don't disagree.
Ordered my Elixir PLA from Printed Solid the other day, so looking forward to getting it. Plus a roll of Elixir Mystery Transition roll.
Nice.
Which is always fun. And it's on sale, $19 a roll. The blue filament looks good. Click on your dog there. Let's see.
I think I'm missing a part. Almost done.
Yeah. We'll have to get it in the light so I can see the sparkles. Right now it just sort of looks like a Superman blue.
Yeah, it's a little darker.
Yeah.
I don't remember which shot that is.
Yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't really follow wrestling, but I recall seeing Hogan and wonder if he was in the middle of a midlife crisis. I think that guy's whole life is a midlife crisis. Rowdy Piper had a line of bubblegum flavored soda towards the end of his life. I've still got a bottle of it somewhere. Nice. Oh. There you go. Sky Paper says, haha, what's funny is that I just finished my MK4S upgrade kit.
Cool.
I think it was the NWO era. I agree. Now I wasn't watching religiously during the NWO. That was when he dyed his hair black and had the black beard. He looked so dumb. My Prusa Hotends started smoking last night. Looks like it's time for a tune-up. I would say so. All right.
Why is it every time I get into OBS, I feel like it's the first time I've ever used it.
Does anybody watch wrestling right now? Currently wrestling. I watched it during COVID and then I kind of fell out of. That was Macho Man. Snapping to a Slim Jim. That was Macho Man Randy Savage did that one. I remember one time on wrestling, they, how they what do they call that? They sneak up on each other, they ambush each other and beat each other up in the middle of the ring. Well, one time I remember watching where they were beating Randy up with Slim Jims. That actually would hurt. Like, getting hit with a Slim Jim. But they were hitting him with Slim Jims. Oh yeah. Like the Kool-Aid guy. Oh yeah. What should I print first? Print a benchy.
So, shout out for another printed solid Elixir. It was just mentioned. I'm not missing a part, by the way. I'll get to that in a second. So people that have been printing a while, they probably remember a few years ago, Polyalchemy had Elixir Filament, and it was super, super shiny. It was like the shiniest stuff that you could get. And it was kind of a new thing when they brought it out. It was kind of hard to get, and they haven't made it for years. I don't know if they folded or what happened to their company, but it hasn't been available. So Printed Solid stepped in and worked with them to get the recipe and to start making it. Well, it's taken a while. And the reason why it's so shiny is because they mix TPU with PLA, so flexible. And doing that, you get this shiny filament, but it also creates a pretty challenging filament to print with, especially if they don't make it correctly. We like to refer to that as slurpy filament. So if you've ever been printing with something like that, and you're printing, and then you notice the filament go back up into the nozzle, that's because there's TPU in it, which is rubber. And that's what helps it make that sheen. So when you're printing it, notice, like, back in the day, like if you had some Elixir, you notice that it didn't adhere as well because of the mix. But from what I hear from Printed Solid, they have kind of corrected that issue. So there's no issues with layer binding any longer. Like, they've shown it where they've crushed it and it still springs back. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the prints with this new version of Elixir, because I think it's a lot more consistent now that they're manufacturing it. So it should be really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So there's a little bit about Elixir Filament for you.
Does it do it when it's cold? John will say he thought I did that when it was super cold.
That's when you always notice it. Like after it's extruded and then dropped down, when it starts to cool, it does that, where it tries to go back. People have asked me that before. It's like, what is it doing? And for years I didn't know. I mean, I'd seen it before, but I'm like, man, that is weird. And it's because of what's in it.
Polyalchemy was the very first silk filament.
There you go.
Now everybody's reminiscing.
Oh.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
There you go. Some of the atoms weren't available in the US. Glenn says that's what the deal was.
Aha. Interesting.
So everybody take videos of your filament being slurpy, and we'll watch them on the next stream.
That'd be fun. Good times.
Now I really want a Slurpee.
Mm-hmm. Fixim Dude says, I'm here to drink bubblegum flavored soda and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum flavored soda.
That's what he says in They Live.
That was directed at Andrew, but I thought it was really
I'm all out of gum.
I thought it was too funny to leave there. I read it out loud. Tom still has a whole bunch of those polyalchemy rolls. Did we make it to print? No, we did not go to Printopia this year. I had to work. Chris has been super busy at work. It's just been kind of crazy around here.
Who needs to work?
I have a brand new spool of polyalchemy elixir. Guess what color I bought? Orange? What color did Mike Fancy buy?
Had to be orange, right?
I would think, but I don't know.
Now he's going to say green.
That's right. Purple.
Ha ha ha. Fooled you.
I still have a few Maker Geeks rolls.
I do too. I've got ABS. I have a few rolls of ABS left.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it again, and I know that Nomad Galaxy was in here earlier. I'm just going to say it again, though. This kit is amazing. The partnering up of this build with LDO, it goes together really well. The directions are awesome. It's just that everything fits nice. The printed parts are nice. It's a great kit. A lot of fun to build.
Nomad's Galaxy is still here. Hello. Did you tell me that LDO was gonna make Death Racer kits? Was that LDO?
Big Tree Tech, I believe,
Big
is
Tree
making
Tech.
is making Death Racer kits.
Now I need a Death Racer.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. You know, that might be a bit of a game changer too. If they sell kits, then more people will get into it. I think it could be a lot of fun. I don't know. I'm not very good at RCs though. RC driving.
Somebody's gonna lose an eye.
Likely, yes. They had some at 3D Printopia.
Some of the kits.
Cool.
Cool.
Well, maybe.
They can definitely put them together more affordably than you can source it. 'Cause there's a lot to source.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm surprised that they haven't. Of course, you don't want to, if it's a fad or whatever, but Death Racers have been around for a few years now.
Well, it's cool that a community project like that, you've seen it catch on.
Yeah, and
or
now
a company's making it.
Yeah, now they're gonna make money off of it.
That's cool.
Big Tree Tech is starting to make CNC controller boards also. Spreading out they are. Is that should I use my Yoda as spreading out they are?
Don't encourage your folks.
I'm seeing creators getting their hands on those kits. I self-sourced all my parts. We'll have to compare notes. Andrew, you still got that really cool Fallout one? Oh, they're on sale right now. $160, honey.
That's pretty cheap.
That ain't bad at all.
I want to say that people say that it was like $250 to source it yourself.
Well, Big Tree Tech is friends with the channel.
We're best buddies.
Maybe we can best buddy our way into getting a kit.
I'm sure we could. They're lovely people.
Or we could just buy one.
We could. They're always pretty eager to support us, and that's awesome of them. I feel like I'm doing this.
If I got one now, if we made one now for me, I could practice my remote controlling.
What would you make? Like what would be? Because I mean, we still have to like design the body.
I think I would.
So what would yours be?
Do one in my likeness. I'd probably just like
Pretty princess.
Something like that. Yeah, cool colors, and then Chris's basement. But the head would look like my head.
Barbie Ferrari.
Ooh, Barbie camper.
Barbie camper.
Convertible.
These little kids across the street have the coolest Power Wheel known to man. It's like a Barbie carriage or something. It's like it's got like a bubble top on it, and they're always riding it up. It's got a stereo. I mean, it's the coolest Power Wheel I've ever seen. You know, I had a Power Wheel when I was a kid, and it was like, you know, it looked like a four-wheeler. You know, these guys, it's serious. I mean, it's a heck of a thing. They were out there running the wheels off of it.
It's crazy.
They were all over it.
Yeah. That would be cool if they had Creator Edition Death Racers. That would be cool. Jackie Death Racer build on a stream.
Yeah.
Really nice booth at Printopia this year. Ambrosia had a filament swap. I traded some Micro Center for a beautiful Prince of Purple color shift. Nice. Yeah, the Fallout Racer's still a thing. I probably take out the electronics and put it in a new body for that next year. There you go. But keep the outside, because that was a really cool. That's really cool. The Bonkers Benchy takes 8 minutes to print.
Whoa.
I cannot believe that.
That's crazy. I just remember I don't remember if it was Murph or where we were, but talking to Jim at Edutech, I think it was. Now I can't remember what he told me. PCB Way, or something. I don't remember who it was. Somebody printed all of his Death Racer parts for him in SLS nylon. So So basically, it would be unstoppable.
It would just bounce off of it.
Well, and it was like, getting SLS printed, having it fabbed for you is super. I mean, there's probably $1,000 worth of parts on that thing, but that's what they did for him, which is pretty neat. So.
How we doing over there? How's it
On
going?
what?
How we
The
doing?
build or the dog?
The build.
It's going fine.
The dog looks like it's almost done.
He's almost done.
We're on to the head.
Yep.
Click on the dog real quick. See, there he is. We got the head left.
That's a she. That's Jessie.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jesse.
We were watching Gremlins right before we came down, and it is definitely a Christmas movie.
That's a Christmas movie.
I don't care what Tom Lama says.
Gremlins
As soon as we get into like Gremlins is one of those things. As soon as we get into something like we've had a conversation on before that's highly debatable, I always go down the list of things that are true facts. That Gremlins is a Christmas movie, and hot dogs are not a sandwich. And you have to recap all the things you've ever talked about before.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna add one to the list. The movie The Mist has the worst ending ever. And every time it comes on, I have to tell Chris that this movie has the absolute worst ending ever. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. By the way, Hobbies with Newbie. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
These are just rules for life. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
Look. That's how it is. We're going to have the Hallmark movie that was filmed here in Kansas City is going to...
I can't wait.
November 30th, it's going to be on.
I don't know what I'm going to do until then.
I might have the girls over. We'll have to clean out the garage and have a viewing in the garage.
Who's we?
Me. I'll have to clean out the garage. And so that
I'm not condoning that in the garage.
That my girlfriend's, well, I could take over the living room with my...
Well, I don't know. I'll flip you for it. The garage has its benefits.
Yes. The biggest issue I have with the Positron kits is the price. If I'm going to spend that much, I'll just buy a Bamboo Labs printer. But the Positron does it upside down. It's cool. And it fits in a briefcase.
Yeah.
These are all neat things. How dare you? Oh, now easy. How dare you? Bruce is better. I would give you 100 reasons why it's better. There. Okay. Die Hard is a Harry Potter movie.
What?
Get out of here. Bob Kearns, explain. Running around a castle at night, hiding from Alan Rickman. Die Hard is a Harry Potter movie.
All right. I'll allow it because it's Bob.
Yeah. That's actually pretty funny. Hallmark has made only one movie, and they just keep changing the actors and the theme.
I agree.
The theme around it. It's all about Christmas. It's all about love.
Someone's dying.
Different actors, different cities, different themes.
Guys, crack me up.
That is funny. There you go. Christmas Story is a Christmas movie, definitely. We watch Ralphie at least once a year. What other Christmas movies do we watch? We got to watch Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, of course you got to watch that one, right? So there is a diffuser for this light cover, but I don't know that I've seen it yet.
Die Hard is a movie that takes place during Christmas, not a Christmas movie. I'll die on this hill. I see that you feel strongly about this, Andrew. And...
I hear your feelings.
Yeah, that's right.
I
Yeah, that's right. Oh, fudge. Except for I didn't say fudge. But I say the granddaddy of all bad words.
I don't know. There's ones that I like a lot less than that one.
What?
Bad words.
Oh.
Oh, fudge. Yeah. Yeah.
Better Off Dead. Definitely a Christmas movie. We were just talking about that last night. Better Off Dead. The John Hughes movies. Right?
Yeah, I
Isn't
don't
that his
remember.
name? John Hughes?
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. We were talking about the movies that you watched over and over when you were a kid, and I have a sister that's 9 years older than me, so we watched a lot of John Hughes movies.
We watched a lot of yes, a lot of John Hughes. So what else did Lost Boys.
Lost Boys, yes, lots of
We
Lost
watched
Boys.
that a lot. A lot of Footloose. Grease. The Grease movies. Oh, the one I brought up last night was Urban Cowboy. We watched Urban Cowboy a lot. I want my $2. That's right. Bad Santa. I might have to watch Better Off Dead. Sorry I blew up your mom, Ricky.
Ricky Tanner's not here.
No, he's not.
Sorry, I blew up your mom, Ricky. One of my favorites.
All right. Oh, have you guys seen Bad Santa? Not Bad Santa. Violent Night. I'm thinking Violent Night. That
That's a
movie,
pretty good
Violent
one.
Night. I really enjoyed it.
That's so naughty.
It was so funny. My mother liked it. I put it on for my mom, and she thought it was hilarious. So there you go. Pretty funny.
Yeah, I think this super glue's about had it. I hate super glue. I really feel strongly about that. But I love the smell.
Do you get high?
I've never been high on super glue, but I'm sure you could get high on super glue. I do enjoy the smell.
Yeah. Violent Night is a great film. Yes, it's really funny. Is Prusa a Christmas movie? I'm getting lost in the Flame Wars. Is Prusa a Christmas movie? Yes, it's that guy. It's the guy that played the sheriff. I can't remember his name either. I can look him up, but see here. David Harbour is his name.
M6 Hex Nut.
And it has Beverly D'Angelo in it too.
Yeah, that was odd seeing her.
Mm-hmm. Pulp Fiction. My mom and I watching Pulp Fiction, and we're losing it half the time. The media lost their minds. Yeah. David Harbour. John Leguizamo's in it. He's a bad guy. The bad guy. Oh, I liked it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that might be on the list, though, an every year kind of thing.
I was not expecting much out of that movie.
Mm. Yeah, pretty funny. And violent.
And violent.
Violent Night. Practical Printing. Hello.
Chris Russell is in the
Hello,
house.
Chris Russell.
It's so tiny.
What are we talking about?
The Positron.
Oh.
I was thinking about you this morning, Chris Russell. And well, actually, I was thinking about tacos, and then I was thinking about you. If I got you a shirt that said a taco aficionado, would you wear it? Because I think that you are. And taco and aficionado just sound good together.
Taco aficionado.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Doesn't that sound good?
Was that him? I love that guy. It was great as the demon clown thing in Spawn.
He was a bad guy in some other movie too, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
What other movie was David Harbour a bad guy in? I don't recall. Only if you wore one too.
Okay.
He would
Well, I'm
wear
not
it.
really
He
a
says,
taco
of course, but only if
aficionado.
you would wear one too.
I'll get one that says, "My friend is the taco aficionado."
You could get yours to say, I'm with the
I'm
taco
with
aficionado.
the taco aficionado. Let me pick him up at the airport. Your shirt is very specific.
I know.
I know.
You don't even answer. Just give him finger guns.
These are the kinds of conversations that I have every day. Just give him the finger guns.
Yeah, don't even be like, just a nod. We crack ourselves up. We're hilarious.
Everybody else was like, "What
You
is
guys
wrong
are
with these
dumb.
people?" Spend a lot of time at home.
All right, off to encourage alcohol abuse to my neighbor. Laters.
See you,
Bye, Tom. Tacos for life.
Right.
Our life, excuse me. Tacos are life, not for life. Well, they are life and they are for life.
Agreed.
All the way, all the things about tacos.
I should have ran this slightly differently. So that's okay. Easy enough to fix.
All right.
Spawn is an awesome film. I've never seen Spawn, I don't think.
Yeah, man. Is that that one?
That's a comic book movie, right?
Yeah, it is. John Leguizamo was the bad guy in. I thought it was David. Like he was talking about David, that David guy being it, but it's John Leguizamo is who we were talking about. It's pretty good. You know, scary. What was the Punisher? I get Spawn mixed up with the Punisher. For some
Very
reason.
different things.
Yes, I know, and I apologize.
Which The Punisher I liked. I wouldn't say it was a good movie, but I liked it.
Chris needs a shirt that says "Hide the credit card. I've got gas." GAS. Not sure I understand. Gas as in gas? Taco Tuesday, Taco Wednesday, Taco Thursday, and so on. All the things. Oh. Oh, okay. Guitar acquisition syndrome. I like it. That's true.
I do have a bit of that.
You do like your guitars.
Guitars are great.
That you like to just put on a shelf and well, you do swap them out every once in a while. We got some hanging around the house. And you do swap the guitars out every once in a while.
Occasionally.
Oh, missed you last week. Glad you're back. Yeah, we're back. Hello, car.
It has been just a really hectic time.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like you got very far today.
Doesn't seem like that every day.
Maybe you did, though.
I did pretty good.
Good. There you go. What else is going on, gang? Anybody?
Lunchtime. What's for lunch?
Down. What's for lunch? We're doing
the ramen. But...
ramens. Now I want tacos. Somebody's going to get tacos. We got a couple of decent taco places around here. We got Rancho Grande. I like the tacos there. And then, what's the other one? Margaritas has a pretty decent, tacos.
Crispy fried translucent tacos. Those are the best.
That's what
ones.
I like. And I like chicken as opposed to beef. I'm a chicken taco person.
I wouldn't turn down any kind.
Good day, you glorious individuals. Hello, dreams. Is the dog finished printing? Not quite.
Almost. We're almost there.
Yeah. We had Taco Bell last night. Now I'm hungry for real tacos. Yeah, you gotta go. Have a margarita too. Fix them, Mike. I might have chicken wings again. There you go.
From Jersey Mike.
Totally out of character for me. Oh, Jersey Mike's. I haven't been there in a while. We have one in North Kansas City.
There's one around somewhere, but I don't know that I've ever been there.
Yeah. Ramen lunch, taco dinner. Boom.
Perfect day.
Mm-hmm. I have 2 Fenders, 2 Harley Benton, and an Novation, and an Ibanez.
It's quite the collection.
That is.
Awesome.
Chris,
Which one's your fave?
You're a Gibson man.
I have quite a few Gibsons. Got a little bit of everything at this point. Been collecting like my whole life. I have sold a couple in my life though, and I've regretted every sale. Should have never sold
it. Glenn Hode says maybe ribs or a hot clay pot from the Vietnamese place. I've had those and they're pretty yummy. I'm waiting to get wings at the Riley's house on Halloween. They're okay. You know what? A deep fried chicken wing is the most amazing thing ever. The ones in the oven are just okay. That's the weeknight wings.
They're kind of like wings.
Easiest to play is the Harley Benton acoustic. There you go.
Nice.
Jersey Mike's is pretty decent, better than Jimmy John's by a mile. Well, I like Jimmy John's, but
not the best sandwich, but it's okay.
The Harley Benton is the Telecaster version.
Aha.
Andy has never had a taco.
What?
Well, he's in England. Do they not have tacos in England? Surely there's a Mexican restaurant or two in England. It would just be sad. Andy, tacos are amazing. They are the life force.
When I come to England, I'm bringing tacos.
We will. I will make tacos for us. We'll just make some pinned tacos. Yes, we have tacos in England. Well, Andy's never had one.
It's a valid question.
He's my go-to. I don't know much about.
She didn't ask the question because she's wanting to know if there are tacos. She's worried for his safety that he's never had a taco.
No, Andy. Take some to Andy.
Exactly.
Gotta go, guys. Going to try to find a car for Angie. Good luck, Jeremy. Sorry about that.
Yeah, good luck. That sucks.
What a bummer. And there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You know. They have tacos in England. They even have Taco Bell in England. Yeah, but that's not real tacos. One of these days I want to learn guitar. It may never happen. But it's on the list. You can learn a little bit. Start with the ukulele, Bob.
Speaking of we were talking about, I was thinking about this the other day, but we were talking about Halloween. The Monster Mash was the first song I ever learned on the guitar.
Danny Trejo just opened up, sorry about that. Danny Trejo just opened up a taco joint in London. Announcement. What's the first one you learned? What?
Monster Mash.
Monster Mash, that's right. There you go. Wales. Andy's in Wales. Worst tacos I've ever had were in Germany, I would imagine. You have to try tacos everywhere you go now.
Mm-hmm.
Del Taco Fiesta Pack. We don't have any Del Tacos around here, do we?
I think that's a West Coast thing.
We had a Taco Bueno for a little while, but I haven't seen those in a while. You know that Long John Silver's is closing, don't you?
Me?
Yes.
Ours or like all of them?
At least ours, but I think all of them are going down.
Really?
Yeah.
Too healthy?
Yes.
That's a shame.
The first song I put real effort into playing was Stairway to Heaven. Only took a couple of decades to do it justice.
No
there you
kidding.
go.
That's a grind.
Taco schnitzel. Oh, so if you're bringing tacos, does that mean you're going to Smurf?
Never know.
You never know. It's a mystery. Tacos with sauerkraut and bratwurst. That just seems wrong.
Although I'd eat it.
Would you?
Oh, yeah.
On a taco shell?
Why not?
Hmm. Has anyone had any experience with the Prusa app, and is it worth it?
I have not downloaded the Prusa app yet. So I do not have any experience with it yet. I use Prusa Connect all the time now. And I really like it now that the slicer just has send to connect. And it just does the thing for you. So you don't even have to open it up. That's very handy.
Nomads likes it. Works on the MK4. Just not the MK4S.
Somebody was saying something about the S. Like there was something it didn't support at this time. I don't remember what it was. It was the MMU3. I don't remember. They'll have it soon enough.
There you go. I'm running the Prusa app. It works great with Connect and my Mini Plus. Nice.
We've been on right at 2 hours. Let's
Well, we gotta wait for Jesse.
we'll go long enough for Jesse to get done.
Yeah.
We got all the sides on. We got the Y rail done. We'll have the top done here momentarily.
Mm-hmm. I have one hair that doesn't want to go to the left or the right. I have like a small bunch of hair that just wants to hang out right in the middle. And it drives me crazy.
We've got some serious problems going on over there.
Real problems, people. Not just taco problems.
Whoa. There is nothing bigger than a taco problem. The only problem is you don't have one.
Yes.
When you have one, you need more.
We're doing Conrad's tonight, and they have these boneless wings. Except for they're not like the crappy frozen chicken nugget wings that you get. They actually take little pieces of chicken and bread them and fry them, and they actually make their chicken nuggets, not the frozen chicken nuggets, but they have this Carolina mustard barbecue sauce that is delicious. So I usually wind up getting boneless wings and a side of fries. And I think they have really good fried mushrooms there. So I'm going to get some fried mushrooms too. That's the plan. And then we're going to get carrot cake for fall, for fall. And for our Halloween party. And then I'll bring it home and we'll eat it later. Or I'll eat it. Chris will watch me eat it. So there you go. That's the plan for dinner tonight.
I'm just tired thinking about all these meals we're getting ready to have.
I do. I love fried mushrooms too, Andrew, but they got to be good. Sometimes, and Conrad's is pretty consistent, so I don't complain. They're pretty good about it, but sometimes, and I can't believe I'm saying this, sometimes they put way too much salt. And they're just incredibly salty. And it's a little too much, but it's hard to gauge how much salt you need on a fried food item. So like when we're making chicken strips here at home, if I'm making a flour to dredge, my thing is that if it looks like it's too much salt in the flour, then go ahead and add a little bit more, because flour is really hard. If you don't put a lot of salt in that, then then it's a very delicate balance. I'm a sucker for onion rings. Conrad's has the giant onion rings. They're the big thick ones. You get like 6 of them, but they're really fat and
I like onion rings. We never really get it.
I like them too sometimes. And they make their own ranch dressing because I'm an American and I have to drown everything in ranch. They make their own ranch dressing there too. It's a good place. It's a good place. Not just typical bar food, like a little bit better bar food. And they got a lot of beer on tap, and it's kind of a nicer bar food, but still a casual place. My latest fave now is that I'm in the South is deep fried pickles. Occasionally we will have some fried pickles, and they are good.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had like okra? Fried okra? That's a Southern thing. What you fighting with? Car wants to know what you're fighting with there.
I'm just trying to decide the best, like, because I'm getting ready to put one of the covers on. Just trying to decide the best way to route some of the wires so that we don't have to go back. Just thinking about convenient stuff right at the moment.
Fried okra is the best. I like it too. Not often, sometimes. Some real chunky, yeah. I had some real chunky onion rings and they were gross. Savory donuts. That's another thing too. They can't be too big because you can't get them cooked enough. You'll burn the outside and you got to be careful. But these ones at Conrad's turn out pretty good.
Conrad should be paying you for all of the plugs that you've just done for them.
Well, if you're ever around Liberty, Missouri. Fried onion blossom with garlic dip. Ooh. Like in Outback Steakhouse.
All those run to the back. So I think really all we need to worry about is this one. We'll just run that through here. We'll do one of these numbers, a few of those.
Skypaper ones. Will Murph be at the same place every year? Yes, likely. Yes, for as long as they do it, I would imagine it'll be at the same place. DM says, "Yeah, Chris, righty tighty, lefty loosey." Don't disparage pimento cheese. He's talking to Andrew though. Sorry, Andrew, and I missed the conversation. Pimento cheese on things is big down here too. Putting pimento cheese on everything.
Pimento cheese is tasty.
Fixum dude is from Texas is defending it. Yeah. Okra poppers, like cheese filled and deep fried.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. I'll give it a try.
All right.
I don't mind pimento cheese, but in moderation.
Cheese responsibly.
Yes, absolutely. I don't really recall. I mean, I've had it before, but I don't, I don't go nuts for it.
All right.
DM does not like pimento cheese. Now I'm hungry for a pimento cheese sandwich. I don't think I could do it. That's a little
Not
much
a whole
for me.
sandwich.
Not a whole sandwich, yeah.
2.5 and 10. It's really good on crackers, though.
Good barbecue pork, Andrew says. Is it though, Andrew? Is it good barbecue pork? We're beef people up here. We like our brisket, barbecue brisket. I want to see this build, but now I'm hungry with all the food. We always go back to food, Steve. Forever. We always talk about food.
One we all have in common. We all gotta eat.
Yep. Smoked brisket and pimento cheese chacos. I don't know, man. Meat candy. Now I want a pulled pork sandwich. We do pulled pork every once in a while. But we do it in the crock pot. It's not like we go anywhere and get it or we smoke it or anything. I do it in the crock pot. It's fine. We had pork chops last night and they were real good. Chris grilled.
I could have ate like 3 of those pork chops.
Cold grilling.
I was so hungry.
Yeah. I was very hungry last night too. We went for a walk when I got home from work and we were both pretty hungry when we got back. And when you're starving too, it takes eternity for your dinner to come off the grill. When you're ready to eat it raw.
Oh, what was that? I don't want. Oh, there it is.
All right. What do you think you're gonna have tonight?
Me?
Chris changes it up.
Oh, well. It's not my favorite place. I mean, they've got decent food, but like the options for me are just like, yeah, I've had that before. There's nothing like that's not like that place I go to is like, yeah, that's the best thing ever.
Yeah, I would agree. They have a nice seasonal menu, but there's really nothing extraordinary.
Those wings are okay.
The wings are good. They got a good Reuben. You haven't had a Reuben in a while.
Yeah, they have a Frisco burger that's really good.
Yeah, they do. They do. That's right. So, yeah, they got good desserts and a nice beer menu. Of course, by Saturday, like anything that's their beer menu's been whittled down quite a bit by Saturday, but that's all right. There's still plenty of other good beer on there.
All right, I can continue this another time. Let's have a look at Jesse. I do want to get this together though.
There you go.
So yes, we have all kinds of things coming up to stream. We've got to get back to the Moldex. My flooring project should be done in the next couple of weeks, so I will have more time for videos and such.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not dead. I'm still around. I just got a lot of stuff going on, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I haven't been doing the YouTube thing. YouTube's been pretty quiet for us the last year or so. That's okay. We do it for the fans.
Well, it's fun. It's fun for us.
Too many lefty loosies.
Yeah, too many lefty loosies.
All right.
Smoked brisket does sound pretty good. I could go for some smoked brisket. Oh, let's see it.
Wait, what did I say? This was number 33 or 4? 34.
And this is the Starry Night blue and
Starry Night
blue with
thing.
sparkles. What did they call it?
So they don't name them. They're just mixtape 34.
Pretty subtle. Very nice.
Looks really good.
Yeah, looks good. She is.
Bark, bark, bark.
Hey, Jesse.
Jesse has left us. He will never be forgotten. I don't remember what he's got. Dave's got a new dog. I don't remember her name, but she's adorable as well.
Does he?
Yeah, I don't remember her name now though.
Same breed?
No, they're both just pound dogs. You know, Heinz 57, but they're all adorable.
Yes. Yes.
All right, well, it feels like that flew by. I did get some stuff done though, but we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna have to do some of this stuff, you know, just as I have time to do it. The big thing about the Positron is I got to get all this stuff off my table so I can do something else. I'm all spread out here. I don't want to put it away before I get most of the stuff assembled, so I need to do it. But we'll get back to it.
Yep.
Cold days are coming. I'll be in the basement doing things rather than working somewhere else. So, all right.
Yeah, I guess that's it for me too.
I'm close to being done.
All
yeah,
right. John, congratulations on the success of your video. That's nice.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah, good for you, man. We're almost done. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Nice chatting with you.
Yes, thanks to everybody that comes and hangs out with these. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for the memberships that came through.
Thank you so much for the full-size candy bar.
Funding our candy bar stash and bougie coffee.
That's right.
And for talking about all the food that we're going to eat later.
Yeah.
So thanks everybody. We will see you sooner than later.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.